What's up, guys? It's Oli here from Homeless and Happy, talking to you straight out of my office, and I welcome you to this free training about free social media traffic and how to build a sustainable online business by using this free social media traffic. So please, guys, make sure your phone is switched off. Make sure there is no distraction around you. I want to make sure you're going to take yourself 1 hour time, okay, and you really go through all of these things I'm explaining right here, right now, for you guys in that training. Okay, so we're gonna provide a lot of value. I'm gonna give you all the insights we figured out over the last years by building online businesses and not paying for advertisement. Okay, this whole thing is based on Facebook because this is our main platform, but I'm gonna go into that later on anyway. So I'm gonna give you all the details why we're doing that and how is the structure we are using these days. All right, okay, I would say let's jump straight in. Make sure you got 1 hour time. This whole thing's gonna take about place for 1 hour. Make sure you got enough time. Make sure you're focused, no distraction, no phones, no nothing. Just go on that. This one is what you need to know to start your online business and not paying for advertisement. All right. Let me give you a short overview about the content we're going to cover in the next hour. Obviously, I'm going to give you a short introduction about myself and about the company we're running here. I'm going to talk about Facebook as a business tool. We're going to do brainstorming and looking into the first steps, how to start everything. We're going to talk about building an audience, one of my favorites and one of the most important ones, obviously. We're going to do market research together, and I show you how we do that and how you can do the same. The right product, figuring out what works on the market these days, how to brand yourself, and then the most important thing, turn a business gradually into a passive income step by step. I also want to cover the topic sales funnels and give you a little bit an overview about how that looks these days with sales funnels. And obviously the most important thing about all of that is work smart instead of hard. So I'm going to have a few pretty cool insights for you guys how you can do exactly what we are doing and not working all the time by making a sustainable online business and working smart instead of hard. Right, guys, I'd say we jump in with the introduction and a little bit about myself and especially about me and my fiance Lisa and the company we're running here. Okay, we're Homeless and Happy. We built that company for over a year, almost 2 years now ago, and it was always like the thought that we want to help other people building their online business like we are having it. And this is why we're specialized on startup coaching. We do social media strategies, and this is why we're here. And we also offer funnel solutions. And I said we cover that as well later on in these presentations. We help entrepreneurs to turn their ideas into online startups. So we believe that everyone can earn money these days based on their passions and skills. So what I want to say is, like, couple years ago, even not long ago, you had to have very, very specific skills to work online and to take your job and take it around the world. You had to be a coder, programmer, designer, web developer, something like that, like very specific skills. But we kind of strongly believe that everyone can earn money online these days just based on their passions and skills. This is all about figuring out what you can do best and then develop that skill and turn it into an online business. It's easy, guys. It's obviously a lot of hard work involved, but the good thing is everyone can do it if you have the passion and the engagement for it. We created a unique system for organic outreach through social media, and this is what we want to dive into it today. This is what we want to show you, what this system is all about and how we are able to generate up to 100 leads, 100 hot leads a day without paying for any advertising. No paid ads, no marketing which has money involved, no nothing like that. Just straightforward, all organic, a lot of work, a really a lot of work, but you're not gonna pay for it, and even better, you're gonna get your audience. You learn to know your audience so good, which gives you the ability to have such high targeting and then turning this targeting into such high conversions. Let me go about that later on. Who I am, my name is Oli. I'm originally from Switzerland. I'm 36 years old. I'm living in Bali now since over a year with my girl Lisa. We're having a house here in Bali. It's absolutely beautiful. We're loving it. I'm on the road as a nomad since over 5 years now. And my biggest goal is that I never ever have to go back in a 9 to 5. This is why I started to build companies. This is why I started to build different online startups. And this is why I started to help other people exactly the same. Because my biggest why behind all that is I want to make sure that as many people as possible can exactly have the same lifestyle like I have. This is what it's all about for me, and this is my why, and this is a little bit about myself. So, guys, let me talk about the clients we have. It's not about me, it's not about my fiancée Lisa, it's about the company, it's about the service we're providing, and what on the top is about our clients, okay? We had so many success stories over the last year. In 2018, we had like crazy success stories by people implementing exactly these methods, and they get results almost from day one on. Because if you do a few minor changes in your Facebook profiles, in your social media appearance, you can reach out to so many more people. Okay, so we have people like Sarah. Sarah joined us recently, and she was a complete newbie in the online world. Now she smashes lives with more than 2,000 views, and this even after a couple weeks. She got so much traffic at the moment, she can't even help herself, right? We had customers like Benjamin. Benjamin came to us quite a while ago, about 6-7 months ago, and we implemented a few simple strategies on his social media appearance, and we showed him simple techniques how to reach out to more customers. So what happens, he started to do his first sales, get his first $1,000 in less than 24 hours straight away. This stuff is crazy, guys. It's absolutely massive how people getting results by using a few simple strategies. We got people like Ashley, who just absolutely loved our Facebook traffic course. This is where we teach everything. This is how you can get the same results. We got people like Rebecca. Rebecca just made like 3 sales, and she's like pushing her business to the moon. Then we got people like Magda, and you can see that on the screen on the right here, where we got the red circle. She started to implement our traffic methods, and then her group just jumped to the moon and became absolutely big. So we got so many results at the moment with our clients. This is just amazing, because this is what we do, right? This is why we're doing that, and this is why we're so highly motivated to bring all this to you guys as well, and to show you how you can do exactly the same like all the other clients we had so far, and making sure you get free organic traffic without even paying for it. We go all around the world, guys. We educate people all around the world and show them exactly how they can do the same. Recently, we just came back from Lisbon, where we spoke at the DMX and gave a free traffic workshop. We've been at the Digital Marketing Skillshare, being hosted at Be Remote, conferences in India like the Global Nomad Summit, been featured in Hubot, Dojo Bali, Outpost, and many, many, many more. Our goal, our mission is to educate as many people as possible on this free traffic methods and show them how they can do exactly the same. So we go on stage, we show you how you can do exactly the same, but today I give you all this in a free training. So guys, take the notebooks out. We are jumping straight in, and I want to talk a little bit about Facebook as a business tool. So why did we choose Facebook? There's a very simple reason for it. Okay, Facebook is the biggest social media platform. It is absolutely the biggest social media platform in the world. There is no doubt about that. This graphic here is not up to date, because by now it's, I believe, about 2.6 billion active users on Facebook, which is like, this is like crazy. Okay, so I'm always like, if you're gonna tell me you're not gonna find the right customer on Facebook, you do something completely wrong. Obviously, we have other platforms like Instagram is catching up. YouTube, very, very highly highly interesting channel. And don't get me wrong, YouTube has many, many benefits besides Facebook. But what we want to show you today is how to generate free traffic and bring that traffic back and forward in combination with other platforms. In this case, Facebook is the leader, because I'm going to explain to you later on why it is like that. Even if other platforms are very important, as I said, don't underestimate YouTube these days. It's massive, it's the second biggest one, and it has a few very, very big benefits by showing content in a different way, make it more sustainable, and obviously it stays longer, because everything on Facebook disappears after a couple hours, after a couple days, everything is gone. It's not really sustainable, but there are so many benefits on Facebook, and this is why we chose it as our main platform, and from there we bring the traffic back and forward, okay? Don't underestimate Instagram. There is nothing wrong about Instagram. We're on Instagram too. Instagram is an important tool for us, but there is too much fake, in my opinion. There is too much showing off, too many bots, too many unreal stuff going on Instagram. Instagram for us is a lead generation. It's not a money tool. It's not a tool to make direct sales. And come on, to be very honest, guys, this is why we're here. We want to build a business. We want to make sales, and we want to make sure these sales are continually sustainable. This is why Facebook. We're looking at Facebook in very different ways these days. And as I mentioned before, we created some very unique methods how we look at Facebook these days. To make that more understandable to you guys, let me compare everything to the real world, okay? Because I feel like it's much more understandable if you compare the whole circle and how Facebook works, or let's say the triangle, and that's how Facebook works, if you compare that to the real world, okay? Because this is what it's all about. So to make it more understandable, we choose 3 things on Facebook, and these are the 3 only important things you need to know, and we compare everything to the real world. So let me explain how that works, okay? We have 3 things on Facebook. We have a private profile, we have a business page, and we have a Facebook group. These are the 3 only things you have to focus on Facebook. It is so simple. And one of the main reasons why I love Facebook so much and why we focusing highly on Facebook with our customers, because it's simple, it's so easy to understand. 3 things: private profile, business page, Facebook group. Nothing left. Everything covered with these 3 things. So compare these 3 things to the real world, okay? The private profile, compare that to your business card. There's nothing else than a business card. As in the real world, if you show off and you give someone your business card, this is your private profile. There is nothing different about that, okay? So create your private profile like a business card. I'll give you an example. Would you ever pitch on a business card? Would you sell on a business card? Would you put like a business card on and say like, today we have like a 20% offer on this and this product? No, you wouldn't. The business card represents yourself, right? You want to make sure you look good on it. You want to make sure everything is nice, properly, and it gives everyone a very simple overview about your business. This is what the business card is for, and this is what your private profile is for. This is your tool to walk around in the world of Facebook and show people who you are. We have a business page, and we're not going to talk specifically about the business page today, because the business page is mostly made for paid advertisement, okay? So paid advertisement is not something we're looking into it today. This is stuff we're also going to cover a little bit more in the course, but we want to talk specifically about organic traffic, and I want to show you how you create organic traffic without paying for, okay? And this is why the business page becomes secondary, because the business page is related to Facebook ads, and Facebook ads is something you pay for. This is why it's a business page. But imagine the business page like if you have a shop down the road and you walk up and down the road and you give flyers to people, okay? This is like the business page. The business page is like your flyer, okay? This is where you pitch. This is where your offer is on it, okay? This is where you can advertise. Business page related to your business manager, to your Facebook ads manager. This is the flyer you show to people off, you show your offer. This is where the content comes together when it comes to advertisement. The third thing is your group, Facebook group. This is the most important thing you need to understand. This is the most important tool these days on Facebook, the only platform, social media platform in the world, which gives you the opportunity, to create massive, engaging communities. Okay? So the Facebook group is like your store. There's no difference. This is like your store out there, okay? If you would open a store down the road selling shoes, selling surfboards, selling nutrition, selling health, whatever comes along with, the Facebook group is your store. This is where you want to bring in the customer, okay? You want to bring the customer into your store. You want to create a customer experience, and we're going to talk about later on the customer experience, but this is where the whole traffic should go. This is where you engage with your customer, and this is where you want to keep it. Okay, so these three, they work like in a triangle together. Imagine you go with your Facebook profile, which is your business card, and you walk through the whole world of Facebook. You walk into all these other groups. Let's say you are in, I like the example, nutrition and health, okay? So you're gonna look out for many, many other stores or groups, in this case, where people hanging out who are in nutrition and health. And it's so easy on Facebook, right? Because you can target them very specifically. So all you're going to do is like you walk in there and you show off your profile, which is your business card, and you want to bring these people from your profile into your group, okay? One way. The same thing is you want to bring people from your business page into your group. Same thing, okay? You got the offer, you bring them into your store. This is how this thing's working together. Very, very simple. Three things so far, no money spent, just the foundation, just the base to start to create massive Facebook traffic. Okay? And always when you get confused, think about this triangle and think about how that works together. We're going to dive in deeper on it later on anyway. Don't worry. Brainstorming. A few first steps. Okay, so we want to do some brainstorming, okay, before we're going to start to walk around in that Facebook world. And I'm a big fan of smashing products out without even having them. Lean startup method, you know, like MVP products, minimal valuable products, and showing this to customers and ask them what they think about, instead of being behind closed doors and tweaking and doing stuff, and then you finally go live with something and no one likes it because you didn't do your research. I say we need to do a few brainstorming tips, first steps anyway first, before we start to walk around. Okay, even if I would love to walk around right now, okay, because we have the setup, right? We have a group, so we created a store, we have a private profile, which is business card, and we hopefully have a business page as well, which we leave a little bit by side for today, but which becomes important on a later point. Still, we want to do some brainstorming, okay? We want to pick a niche, at least a niche. So we're going to figure out where do we find our customers, okay? So, as you know, guys, you can pick a niche for whatever you want. Make sure there is a market for it, okay? Make sure there is a market for it. But classical topic could be like health, nutrition, beauty, sport, personal development, lifestyle, travel, fashion, whatever it is, pick a niche. That's what you need to do. Nothing else. No product so far, no nothing, just pick a niche. Choose a name. Choose a name which is easy to read, simple to pronounce, easy to remember, and a bit catchy. It can be controversial, okay? For the actual company, we chose the name Homeless and Happy. You can imagine we kind of like get a lot of hater emails for that as well, because people telling me, look, homeless is not equals happy, but we chose that name to be a bit controversial, and the best thing is people remember us. They remember us because of that name, okay? So choose a catchy name, right? Niche, name, and obviously set up a domain and make on social media is available for your name. So don't choose a name which is already like a 1,000 time taken. okay? Same for the domain. These are like a few very, very basic steps, right? Make sure the domain is available and your name is on social media available on the most important platforms, whatever you're going to choose for yourself. It's going to be Facebook, I believe, almost for everyone, and then maybe additional Instagram, or maybe it's Snapchat, or it's LinkedIn. Whatever comes along the way, depends on the product you're selling, obviously, but choose a domain which goes with the social media name. And that's it, okay? That's it. Set up the triangle, pick a niche, choose a name, and make that name out there sustainable in case of setting up a domain, and check if it's on social media available and not already taken 1,000 times. And now we want to build an audience, right? Because that's what it's all about. So, as I said before, start to choose the right suitable social media channels, okay? Start to reach out to like-minded people on these platforms, okay? And then constantly engage with them. Always add a lot of free value, build a circle of trust, make friends before you turn them into customers, and then obviously as a top, get reviews, testimonials, and become more real. Let me come back to that, but let me show you this one here first. Because now you ask yourself, how I'm going to do that? Why? Why should I, and how does it work, right? And this is one of my favorites. This is where the Facebook effect jumps in, okay? This is what's so amazing about Facebook, and this is why it's so simple. Imagine we have the triangle, everything is set up, okay? We already picked our niche, so we know where to go, okay? If we're in nutrition and health, we obviously go down the road nutrition and health and going in these groups. And now the Facebook effect sets in, okay? Because the cool thing about Facebook is you can read this profile like a book. It's like walking in a room. It's like walking in a room and then showing off and reading all these people's minds. It's that easy as that. Because everyone has tattooed on his forehead. Everyone has tattooed on his forehead where it says, look, I love traveling, I'm married, I have 3 kids, this is my favorite food, blah, blah, blah. You have so much information about all these customers and you can check them out without, they don't even know that you check them out, right? Everyone shares so much private information on his Facebook profile. So it's so super easy to get to know them and to target them very specifically. So let me say, if you go in nutrition and health, and these people are already in a nutrition and health group, and then you see there is this woman, 45, loves yoga, is vegan, freshly divorced. This might be the perfect customer for you, whatever your offer is. And you get all this information without even asking, okay? Before you even go in a conversation, you have all this information. So let me jump back to that. And this is why it's so easy to build an audience on Facebook, a high target audience. This is why our conversions are so high, because we go very specifically into exactly these strategies, okay? So choose the right suitable social media channels. First things first, be sure you're right. I recommend Facebook to start with, okay? This constant engagement and this reaching out to like-minded people is an ongoing process. And this is why we get like up to 100 leads every day, because we do that unstoppable, okay? Always add a lot of free value. Don't hold back. I kind of like I give everything for free. In my Facebook group, I give you everything for free, right? Because if you don't get the information from me, you will get it from somewhere else. So please, be my follower. I give you everything for free. A lot of people these days are scared by giving stuff for free because they're like, what, I'm going to sell them, right? I'm not scared to give everything. I give everything for free. Everything you want to have, take it, okay? I still have more than enough value to give to then offer you a paid training or a video course or whatever goes along with, okay? Because what you want to do is you want to educate people to create new problems, okay? If you think you hold back with value, you're doing completely wrong. educate your audience, give a lot for free, and create new problem, which then you're gonna charge for. Build circle of trust. And this is why giving for free is so important, because you build trust. You're not holding back, you don't fake, okay? And always, as we said before, make these friends first before you turn them into customers. And this is what I say, you're gonna work absolutely hard, okay? You're gonna work for that. This is not like passive income. This is not like, oh, it's just gonna happen overnight. We're talking about the long shot. Building an audience based on the effect which you can target people very specifically, highly convert them into the right funnels, groups, or whatever comes along with as next. But this is what it's all about, right? We're talking about a long-term game. It takes time to build an audience. It takes time to build trust. But if you don't build trust these days, you're gonna lose in a very short amount of time, because the internet is full of scammers, full of cheaters, full of people want to rip you over. You know, like everyone wants to fuck you over, right? So if you don't do it long term and build trust, you're gonna lose. I promise you. Market research, okay? So we start to build that audience, okay? We bring these people slowly into our inner circle. It's maybe time to develop the problem, okay? Because there is one thing which always happens, and it doesn't matter if you do business offline or online, there is a problem you have to have the solution for. And if you have the solution for this problem, this is where the sale happens, okay? This is what it's all about. Problem, solution, sale. That's what it is. So we do market research because we want to develop problem. We want to figure out this audience we're building right now, still for free. We're already creating traffic, quite a lot. We didn't pay any money so far, right? Okay, so we want to make sure what is the problem of this audience, okay? So check out your niche and your competitors. Where is the demand, okay? Talk to these potential customers, okay? Figure out market needs and then test, okay? As I said before, I like to smash products out without even having them. We launched courses and there was not even one chapter written, okay? But I had this idea in my head and was like, this is something people are asking for, right? So we set up, like, we say, okay, we give away 100 free calls because we're creating that product, and people jump on it. So I take myself time over 2-3 months and talk to every single person on a free call for 20 minutes and just write down what's your problem. That's all I want to know. I want to know what is your problem so I can create a solution for it. And once you have the solution, when you get that pain spots, when you dribble that down and you know exactly what your customer wants, that's where you're going to make the sale. But you build, okay? You build that up very slowly, step by step, building trust, building audiences, do your market research, develop the problem, right? And as I said, Facebook gives you everything. Everyone is on it, and everyone shares his private information, personal information along the way with it. And this is why you can almost sell everything on Facebook. No doubt about that. But you have to do the work for it. Okay, we're building. We're building up, okay? We're building these audiences, we're building the engagement, we talk to people, we discover problem, talk about the product. That's the next step. So it's either going to be create your own product or sell someone else's product. As simple as that. I'm not telling you anything new, right? And you all know the benefits, right? Everything I'm telling you here is stuff you already know. I refresh it in your mind to remind you how simple that stuff actually is. So what are the benefits of creating your own product? Obviously, it's a trust in your own product, okay? You have complete control and you have 100% earnings of it. But you need an idea. It's a lot of work and a lot of testing, and it takes time. It really takes time. Selling someone else's product, on the other way, it's immediately available. You have less risk and you have a big variety of products, okay? But you also have a high competition, there's no exclusivity, and you have definitely less profit. We kind of like recommend to create your own product because that's where the fun begins, okay? Create your own coachings, programs, courses, or physical products, even better. And there are people that are doing that to perfection. People living here with us on this island, they're doing that to perfection. But if you want to start slow and if you want to get into that whole game of using Facebook as a free traffic method, then sell someone else's product to start with, you know? Get that risk out of your way and just make sure you do a lot of testing, you're building your audience, you go really into that step by step because that's what it's all about, right? At the end of the day, it's all about the testing and the right traffic and the targeting. And then at one point, when you feel like I'm sure and safe enough, start to create your own. Start to create your own course, program, or whatever goes along with, okay? And then next level, combine these two. And now we're going into affiliate marketing, right? Combine these two. Why would you sell one product if you can sell 3 other products along the way because they harmonize together, right? That's how you build. But this 4, you need to know what people want. And once you're in that game, in a Facebook game of getting solutions for people who are obviously telling you their problems, that's when you're going to smash one product after the next. Once you got the product, you're going to do the branding because you're not the only one out there, okay? Why branding is so important these days is because we're overcrowded with information, okay? So define your brand, okay? What's your company's mission and what's your why? Because it's not just about you knowing your why. I mean, I had massive breakthrough moments by defining my own why. So my why is like, I want to help as much people as possible to build their online businesses and then, first of all, not paying for traffic by getting the work in and doing a lot of effort to get their own brands out. So these are breakthrough moments, but this is not just about you. It's also about, you know, like if you have your own why, if you discover your why, then you get a clear message out there. That's what you want. You want to get a clear message out there. You want to tell people, look, that's what we do, right? And this why, this goes reading between the lines, true and true and true and true and true. You need to be persistent and you need to be consistent about getting the word out, okay? And getting your message out because people see you on and off all the time on these social media platforms. So not even talking about the topic organic traffic, talking about social media in general, if you want to do business today, there's no way you can avoid social media. If it's either Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, whatever goes along with, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There is no way you can avoid it. So what happens these days, like people see you, they watch you. They watch you over a very, very long time, okay? There's no way that someone jumps straight on and buys your product. That would be a super, super lucky punch. But people watching you, they watch your brand. So make sure you stay in their head. No one jumps on a Facebook ad the first time. No one jumps on your organic traffic sources the first time and says, I buy from you. No one sees one live session from you and says, I buy from you. No one downloads one freebie and buys from you straight away. People go in and out all the time. Because, as I said before, you can observe people very well on Facebook and without even letting them know. But you know what? Other people can do exactly the same, and this is what they do. So get your brand out. Get your message out. Talk people over and over and over and over again into this topic so they understand, okay? Talk about the benefits of your product, okay? Not talk about you, talk about how beneficial it is for the other people to buy your product, okay? Make sure they always think about your company the way you want them to think about your company, okay? So, and what are the qualities, right? How do they associate with your company? This is a definition of your brand which you can't avoid these days, okay? And get the word out. Get a logo. Brand that logo all over. Make sure people see that name, that logo, okay? Develop this brand message, okay? Work meaningful. Get templates, designs, choose the same fonts, you know, like simple stuff. We all know about branding. I'm not telling, as I said, I'm not telling you anything new. It's just be consistent and be true to your brand, because people go in and out of your social media channels all the time, and which makes it very challenging to keep them in one circle. Okay, and as you know before, we want to bring them all into the group. That's where we want to create the customer experience for them. This is where we want to keep them. But even then, they will go in and out. You're not the only group. Okay, you're not the only one who talks to them. Stay in their mind. Define your brand exactly, very structured and clear to make that social media game sustainable. Okay, back reverse. We got the triangle set up. Okay, we start to create traffic. We start to create an audience. We are aware about the product. We're gonna figure out the solution. We go into branding and we make sure our message is very sustainable. By now, we are already creating a lot of traffic. Okay, without even want to go into, well, I can't go into all the details, not like all the details we teach you in our video course and everything, how to set that all up. Obviously, there is much more which goes along with, but these are like the first simple steps, the first simple methods to create traffic. And by now, we didn't pay any penny. What we want to do now as a next step then, we want to turn this business gradually into a passive income stream. But I'm sorry to announce that 100% passive income doesn't exist. Set by Gary Vee, which is, to be very honest, my role model. It's the one I'm looking up to. He was my inspiration over the last couple of years, and I'm following him, and he's the guy I'm looking up to the most. But yeah, there is no 100% passive income. But once you got everything together and you create that traffic and you have your product and everything goes along with, you obviously want to start to optimize processes, because you never stand still, okay? You never ever stand still. So start to optimize processes, which means you add constantly value to your product. You learn from your mistakes. You improve your knowledge, you reinvest, and you upgrade. And I think this is the most important thing. You always reinvest and you upgrade. And then you go step by step. You know, like I give you an example. Maybe you're a coach, okay? So you start to create one-on-one coachings, okay? But after a while, you may be at a point where you can start to create a video course. And this is where the fun begins, because then kind of like passive income can happen, right? Let's say you spend like 2-3 months creating that video course, and then afterwards you're selling it through your social media streams, through your organic traffic sources, passive income, right? Because then you sit on the beach, you drink a beer, and it just makes ka-ching, ka-ching, right? And you get the money in by just selling course passively. But the reason why passive income doesn't exist is you work very hard for it. And everyone who is very successful out there, and everyone who makes a lot of money with his products, with his knowledge, always invested a lot of money and a lot of time first, okay? So make sure you do exactly the same. Make sure you're not standing still. Make sure you always reinvest. I always like to say we're broke. We're always broke. You know why? Because every money I earn, I put right back into the company. By this point, I don't want to even have money. I just want to control money, to grow, to constantly grow. And this is what it's all about, right? If you start to stand still, if you don't reinvest, if you don't upgrade, if you don't optimize your processes, if you don't reinvest in better softwares, if you don't reinvest in yourself, coaches, knowledge, everything that goes along with, you stand still. If you want to become big out there, and I believe we all do, then you reinvest and you upgrade all the time. Build a sales funnels. Let's go towards that. And this is kind of like almost the end, because we were talking so much about social media so far, and we were talking about all these traffic methods and how you can build exactly the same by using organic traffic without paying for it, by working hard for it. But we were also talking about passive income and how you can do it. So building a sales funnel these days, my opinion, has two very, very big benefits, okay? So first things first, it helps you to create more passive income. because you bring people through a guided process, a step-by-step process where you can sell products along that process without even doing anything for it. A good sales funnel, and it sells itself, is the best thing you can have. But because we want to talk about free social media traffic this day, I want to show you the benefit of a sales funnel in terms of what you're going to do with your audience on social media. Okay, let's imagine, I'd like to go back one more time. We created the audience, we created the engagement, we created the group, we got traffic coming in through all these different sources, and we got like all these people coming and engaging with us. We don't want to sell on social media. We just don't want to sell on social. We sell very, very little. I would say 95% of all my posts on social media, and I create a lot of content, are not selling. There are no salesy posts, okay? There's max 5% of posts where I'm selling. Why is that? Because we use social media as the entry point to our funnel, and at the end of the funnel, we're gonna make the sale. So what we wanna do, we create that whole traffic, that circle of trust on social media, and then we wanna take people out of social media, and we put them into a funnel, right? We put them into a funnel, and from there, we want to convert this customer through a perfect customer experience, hopefully make him buy at the end of the funnel, and now, that's the interesting part, we're going to bring that customer back into social media, and if he had a good experience, if he had a good customer experience, we created an ambassador without even letting him know, because then he starts to walk around in Facebook on the social media platform and tells everyone how good that customer experience was and how cool it was to buy a product from Homeless and Happy, so everyone should do the same, and we spread the word. It's like snowball, it's like an avalanche, like just going out and everyone sees, oh my God, yeah, and then you create more traffic. So social media is the entry point to your sales funnel, right? Like other options as well, like search engine marketing, like email marketing. Yeah, there are different other things, but you can do it on social media for completely free. And you can make massive movements, and then push these people into your sales funnel, create a customer experience, make them buy along the way. And even if they don't buy, you collect data, because that's another very important thing. And this is the only thing I don't like about social media. This is the only thing I don't like about Facebook. We rely on a third-party feature, right? And we don't want to rely on a third-party feature. If Facebook one day says we're taking it down and the platform is gone, I don't want to lose all my customers. So I want to collect data along the way. I want to get as much out of this customer as possible. I want to have my own databases, right? And this is what we do, right? Instead of just letting these people go, we put them into a sales funnel, we collect the data, and from there, we bring them back after having a good customer experience. And this is kind of like how the sales funnel is the perfect extension. It's the perfect extension to your social media appearance, right? There's another thing, and now we can also talk about the paid traffic, how you fill that traffic, how you fill that funnel with as much traffic as possible. Yes, you can do that. Go into paid traffic, because I believe in this stage we're talking now, you already have so much customer knowledge, you already know so much about your audience, that there is definitely a point where you can do paid traffic. What we do personally, we use paid traffic for retargeting. Okay, I only do retargeting through Facebook ads, so they're already hot leads. They maybe already downloaded my ebook, they already downloaded my free training, cheat sheets, or whatever. They already been on my pages. This is where we target people with ads. So my conversions on that are then very high, and I'm making sure not wasting money on it. This is what it's all about these days, for me personally, with paid traffic. But if you're new to the game, if you're new in the online business, going straight into paid traffic and bring that traffic directly into your funnel, it would be completely wrong. I would then highly recommend, instead of doing that, and if everything gets too much, hire a virtual assistant, train that assistant on your system, make him create more organic traffic, and fill up that sales funnel again, okay? And that's going to be much, much, much more security, so you're not going to just throw your money out of the window. Always be aware that paid traffic needs to be highly targeted, needs to convert good, so you want to make sure you're not leaving money on the table. Okay? Sales funnels, social media, the extension is the sales funnel, so we want to put that customer into that sales funnel, and then we want to take him straight back into our community and create an ambassador. I've seen a lot these days that people are getting confused. People are getting confused about the whole topic, sales funnels. A lot of people, everyone is using sales funnels these days without even knowing them, you know. And as you know, I like to compare everything to the real world when it comes to online business, because I believe there is no difference. There's no difference usually by the whole how we structure the process. So if you guys, if you want to know how a sales funnel works, and if you're confused about how to build that up, go to this place, go to IKEA. Okay, a funnel is nothing else than a simple step-by-step process, and the company who does that to perfection in the real world is IKEA. I believe everyone was already at the IKEA, so you know what I'm talking about. You go once into that massive building and they guide you through, and I've been in there so many times. I really promised myself not to buy anything, but at the end I end up buying something, right? Even if it's at the very end, before I'm almost out, I gonna buy something. They converse so good, and once you're in that building, it's such a massive funnel which guides you through all this. And sometimes you don't even find your way out anymore. Perfect funneling. So IKEA does that to perfection. Every time when you're confused how to build all this stuff, try to think about real world examples. Okay, as I gave you the triangle example with the store, with the business card, with the flyers, if you're thinking about sales funnels, think about IKEA and do it exactly the way they are doing it. The last thing I want to give you guys on the way is work smart instead of hard. Okay, once you know your audience, once you got your traffic, once you got your sales funnels, and still not paying for, hopefully, and even if you do pay for by this time, hopefully only for retargeting, because you want to have high conversions and paying less for, start to work smart instead of hard. Start to do collaborations. Okay, start collaborations. Collaborate with these people out there. There's another reason why building groups is so important these days. It's not just to get your customers in, it's also to get collaborations, to get like-minded, probably business partners into your network and show them what you do. Offer affiliate solutions, make people to affiliates, okay? So you're not gonna sell it anymore. You don't need to be the one who has like 1 million followers on Instagram. There are other people doing that. Create your product exactly the way I showed you today, and once you have it and you have a product that works, reach out to influencers and say, look, I have a perfect product. I developed that product. I know it works. I want someone to selling it for me. I give you 50%. Work smart instead of hard, okay? There's no need to be the big influencer out there. There's a need to find the right product by doing the research and then giving it to someone else so it's gonna sell it for you. And don't be afraid to give away 50%. Why not, right? You don't even have to do anything anymore, right? You just give him the product and he goes and he sells it. Give him enough money so he's going to be very pleased and he's going to be very motivated to sell that for you. Also start stuff like members area, get your product in one place, lock down different pages, give people different accesses. You know, it makes your life much easier, makes you look much, much more professional. As I said, reach out to the influencer. That goes hand in hand with the affiliate solutions. Search for ambassadors or create them on your own by doing the sales funnel thing I told you before, because all this is very easy money. Money you don't even work for. And then what's also very important, never ever forget there is another world than the online world as well. There is an offline world. Never forget that. There is an offline world. And in this offline world, you should be present as well. So join the events, join the meetups, join masterminds, conferences. Guys, socialize. Behind closed doors, it's not working. The way you're going to do that in the offline world, I can't show you today, because that's how you have to figure out on your own. Everyone is different. But what I can show you is how you do it in the online world, based on very simple methods. And I can show you how to set up everything structured, clearly, and how to generate that traffic, okay? And this is why we created this Facebook traffic course for you. We call it the Facebook Traffic Secret Course, okay? This is where you're gonna find everything. It's a 6-hour video course structured in 2 different parts. The first part is going to talk about how to set up everything, because it's important how to set up everything right. So by a later point, you can create internal Facebook funnels, putting more stuff in automation. And the second part is really going to talk about, I'm going to talk you through in 4 to 5 hour video tutorials, how to generate that traffic specifically, how to use all these tools to perfection, how to do cold messaging, how to get these leads into your inner circle, how to turn that lead into a hot lead, and how to turn the hot lead into a customer who pays finally for your product, and then even more important, how to turn that customer into a reoccurring customer by creating content, by creating live sessions, by creating communities. This is all what you're going to learn in the Facebook Traffic Secret course. You already have a foundation by watching this training right here, right now. Now it's time to step up to the next level, guys. So this is my offer for you guys. Facebook Traffic course, link is here, link is on this page as well. If you want to unlock it today, this is where I teach you everything you need to know, how to make money day by day, how to get exactly the same results like our customer has. We are creating posts. Our last promotion, built on 2 posts and 1 live session, created $20,000 by smashing the right product to the right audience, highly targeted. And how can you do exactly the same? This is what I show you in Facebook Traffic Secrets, the course you can unlock right here, right now. We got it an offer for you guys. That's where you learn everything. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for taking this 1 hour time. It was a pleasure to record that training for you. As I said, we do this training all around the world. We show people exactly how to do it, travel all around the world to educate as many people as possible, to make it available, to make sure everyone gets the right audience, the right targeting, and everyone knows exactly how to step up in this game, how to reach next level, and how to become a better marketer out there by doing the right things in the right place. Guys, if you have questions, you know where to find us. There is a massive Facebook group called Digital Nomad Booster. It's a group for free traffic secrets, free social media traffic secrets. Please feel free to reach out. In the Facebook Traffic Secrets course, we got an exclusive chat group only for people who bought that course. This is a 24/7 chat support. You can always text in there. Very happy to answer all your questions when it comes to struggle or when something is unclear. We have a separate Facebook group only for members of the course, where we're gonna test things, where you can put on posts, where you can smash a live from a smaller audience if you're a little bit scared at the moment, if you want to gain trust, if you want to have our opinion, feedback. This is what it's here for. This is what we do. I am done for today. I hope you found a lot of value in that, and I hope to see every single one of you in that Traffic Secret course, okay? If you have questions along that, just reach out, let me know. We're out for today. Thank you very much. Have a good one.